Hey guys, Antonio back, and we're here with another review of Dragon Ball Super. Today we'll be reviewing episode 102, where, I just forgot the title of it. I think it's like Explosion of Love, Universe Two's, Magical Warriors or something like that. But let's get down to the nitty gritty. So we're picking up right where, the show left off. Um, where Brienne is her name's Brienne Chateau, but her name is also Ribrianne, so I'm just gonna establish that she's uh, Ribrianne this whole entire time. It's just easier that way. But anyway, so picking up where we left off, everything's destroyed, thanks to Kale and all the other fighters. So we're gonna get pretty much Goku 17 and 18, they all split up, and Goku says thanks. And then we have Brienne sitting at the top saying, "Hey, all attention, all warriors." So, and that's when Jerez, the God of Destruction from Universe Two, introduces them. So they begin, everybody stops fighting. They're gonna transform, and in the middle of their transformation, 17 fires a shot off, and it kind of like ruins their transformation, which is hilarious because then the three of them jump down and they're like, "Yo, like, what's this?" And Goku asks, "Oh, hey, 17, did you do that?" And he's like, "Oh, yeah, they were wide open. Is that okay?" He's like, and 17's like, "Is that okay?" And then so Ribrianne and them jump down and is like, "Hey, you don't interrupt our transformation or whatever." It's hilarious. And then out of nowhere, Topo comes up. It's like, "No, I completely understand." He's like, "Tell 17, you are like, you're scum. Like, you should let them transform." And then Goku's like, you know, just let them transform. And then 17 just gives him the nonchalant, "Okay, whatever," and then goes to sit down. Then they start the introductions from the beginning. So all over Universe 2 introduces them, and they do, the transformation. So we have Ribrianne, Kakusa, and I forget what the yellow one's name is. But so after they transform, pretty much Ribrianne shoots this shot where everybody's infected with like the power of love, and the only people who are not affected by it, because I mean everybody's affected by it. The only people who really aren't affected by it are like people like Hit, pretty much all of Universe 7 is not affected by this. Even Roshi with all the training that he did to get away from his pervertedness or whatever, he's not affected by it. And then Tien's like, "Oh, that's so awesome, Tenroshi Sama." So you see Rubian just shooting off these heart key blasts or whatever all around the stage. So we have Jiren who knocks one of them out the way because also Jiren's not affected by it as well. So he's about to shoot a blast off, but before he can, somebody else does, and it turns out it's Vegeta. And he's like, "Oh, so your transformation was just for show. You're not even really that strong." And Ribian's like, "Oh, okay, we'll see about that." And then you get the fight scene from like the opening or whatever, and then she tries to push Vegeta back, and then she does like this maiden roll thing to which Vegeta's like close to punching her when she gets far, but then he looks and he's like, "It was just too gross to it was so gross I had to instantly dodge." To which somebody from Universe 10 gets knocked out in the process. It was a flower guy that was fighting with Piccolo, and the Universe 10 God of Destruction just starts beating him with his freaking he just starts beating on him like punishment, punishment. So then you have 17 fighting Kakusa. She's the cat chick, and Goku fighting the I think her name was Shu or something like that. The yellow one, where the more she attacks, the stronger and sharper her attacks get, to which she can fire ki blasts, make ki blasts of them. So then you have 17 fighting Kakusa, which this is like probably like the most intense fight ever. He fakes as if he's hurt, and then she goes for him to do the coup de grace, and he just puts up his barrier, and he was pretty much like, oh, I'm very confident in my stamina. It's like he's like, I really can't believe he fell for that. And then he just spins his barrier around and launches her, then tries to kick her out the stage, but then one of the flyers from Universe 2, rescues her, and they have this little love moment or whatever. And then she launches him back at 17, to which he gets, knocked over or whatever. And he's just like laying there, and then 18 and then he sees 18, he's like, oh, so he's like, what? He's like, oh, do you need a hand? Looks like you're having a bit of trouble there. And he's like, no, she just fighting her reminded me of like the animals on the island, but it's time to get serious. To which she, gets up, runs all the way. So while the flying chick and Kakusa are having the moment, and she's about to fly off, 17 pretty much bodies her and knocks her out. And then Kakusa wants revenge, for 17, knocking her out. So they go at it a bit. I can't remember. I just watched the episode, so I would usually watch it a couple of times to get direct lines or whatever. But 17 had some really, really great lines in this episode, and they really showcase how strong 17 is. And 17's actually one of my top 5 characters from the Dragon Ball saga in general. I've always liked 17. But pretty much, they go at it like, just going at it. It's like pretty cool fight. And then you see 17 standing on the ball of light that's, surrounding the stage, and he launches this giant ki blast at Kakusa where she's charging him, and, he knocks her out. And that's pretty much that, to which now Ribrianne is mad at 17, and she's like, I'm gonna get revenge, and like, you'll feel the power of a maiden's anger. And 17 just gives her this look, Pretty much 17 also stated to Kakusa, like, you didn't really stand a chance. To which they didn't stand a chance against him. And that ends with that. So in the next episode, we're getting more people fighting Universe 10, and apparently Gohan's gonna go all out. But with that, guys, that's my review on Dragon Ball Super, episode 102. It was actually a really, really great episode. Lots of action. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys did too. Let me know your predictions and thoughts regarding the Tournament of Power, who's going to get knocked out. I believe it showed that Universe 10 has 3 fighters left after that one guy got knocked out from Ribrianne. So I think actually Universe 10 is going to be the next... No, not... Yeah, Universe 10 is going to be the next universe to be knocked out. Because obviously the next episode is them, fighting Universe 10. And with that, guys, yep, that's the review. Let me know what your thoughts about this episode was. And we catch you guys at the next video. We'll be uploading the Omega Shenron fight from Dokkan Battle. I just had a problem with the previous video. It got corrupted somehow, so I'm still trying to salvage that. If not, I'll just record another run. So, we'll talk to you later, guys. And this is Antonio signing off. See ya.